boys. Episode 4-1. We are climbing up. What are we doing for 50? 50's got to be like, I don't know, something special. Anyway.
Well, we'll be in our new home then, for sure, because we get into, but we will officially be doing almost all of our shows from Gillis's, the Gillis Family Tavern.
Can you get the name right?
I know, but it's great
So
spot.
just locked it down.
Just locked it down. We're gonna have. We'll use the back room. We'll publicize when it's gonna be there. People will be welcome. There'll be some giveaways. There'll be half-price appetizers and all kinds of fun stuff. And we'll start bringing in some guests. So excited about that.
Yeah, probably. Hopefully, we're locking in Christine Hurley in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We'll just lock in that date that week, and then I'll lock it in with Jimmy Hurley.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Done.
All right, get him up. Super Bowl week.
Yes.
Super Bowl week.
The famous shuffle is on Sunday.
Yep. We'll go over that in entertainment.
Welcome all our millions of fans.
Yes.
It's on the gate.
Red Sox first.
Oh,
Get out of the way.
Theo.
Short and
Theo, part owner?
Yeah. Well,
Which how does that work? How does that happen?
they just carve out a piece and they say, "Here you go." You know.
Interesting.
Look
Well,
at these-
he's part owner of the Fenway Group,
Yeah.
which is what concerns me.
Why?
Because he wants only he doesn't care if he wanted to be a GM, he'd be a GM. He's being an owner. He's going to be dealing with all sides of the business. Is an advisory role. It's not. They have not said he's exclusively with the Red Sox.
No, yeah. But like, do you think?
I mean,
Who do you think approached who?
I think they approached him.
Yeah.
I think it's
They-
common. It's all good.
Well, they needed a boost, you know, and I mean, he's been a GM. He's been a president of baseball ops. Like, the next logical move for him would have been like commissioner of Major League Baseball. That's what they said he was headed. So, in order to make an
A lot
attractive,
more money. Say that.
well, in order to make it attractive for him, they had to give him a piece, and they did. I mean, even at 1%, he's looking at $50 million, you know, just in equity. Not to mention what the hell they're paying him.
Well, yeah, that's my point. My point is, I think that's the direction he's leaning towards going, and I think they looked at him. They've respected him as a high level, obviously, executive. It's a massive organization now.
Yeah.
You know, and they're probably looking for high-end quality people coming on to be part of that team. Like I said, I hope he has influence over what the Red Sox are doing. I mean, it is good that, what's his name? What's it, Council, the new GM? Breslow. So Breslow was hired by Theo.
Yep.
So they have a report in Chicago. Yeah, so I do, but I'm not looking at it as this big thing. Not at all.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it isn't a big thing, if he doesn't come in
He's
and
going to be in Pittsburgh watching the Penguins.
if he doesn't put his fingerprints on
Big
the
hockey
team,
guy here.
I think that would be yet again another, mistake by the group. Because why would you bring in Theo Epstein if you don't want him to take a look at the baseball operation?
Oh, I'm sure he is, but I don't think he's going to be calling the shots. I think that they're of that. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
He might be controlling the money. Like, he might be like, all right, I'm going to control the money for the Red Sox. And then, Breslow, tell me what you want to do, and, I'll help you.
Well, they got a ton of it. They're not spending any.
Yeah.
No, it's we'll see, but they haven't done anything yet. And there's some guys out there we talked about they can get, and then
How about just people's names you know?
I know. How about Montgomery's local?
Yeah.
Like, you don't even have to take a plane to go see him.
Snell, Montgomery, however you let Turner go. There's guys out there, but right now it's constituted. They're joking. How about Bobby Wick Jr.? See that deal?
Yeah, they locked him down.
It's
The
awesome.
vaunted
I think
Kansas
that
City
is
Royals.
so good. I didn't realize how freaking good that kid is.
So he's good.
You know he's the only 30 for 30 guy in Kansas City Royal history?
Wow.
Unbelievable. I mean, he's a shortstop.
Yeah.
Like, he's a Hall of Fame player. Not yet. But if he ever continued this for 10 years, I didn't, that's when you go under the radar in these other towns. I'm a baseball guy, but I didn't realize how good he was.
Yeah, he's good.
Is. I mean,
he kills it.
hits bombs. He hits like 300. He's a shortstop. He flies. Unbelievable. Led the league in triples.
Yeah.
It's what a player. See, there's a guy you sell your soul on right there. If you ever went to free agency, you know. But good for Kansas City though. Good to see a small market club go get him, keep their own superstar. Unlike Boston can't keep
Anybody.
Bogarts and Mookie Betts, but Kansas City can figure it out. 4 people go to the games.
Well, they got Devers.
You can't even keep what's his name? Turner.
Yeah.
For short money.
But Turner, I don't even think they offered him a deal. He said he wouldn't have left. You could have got him less money, give him a 2-year deal. Where's he going in 2 years? And he plays both corner positions.
Yeah.
And I don't even know who their right-handed DH is going to be.
No. And he
JD Martinez coming
And he
back?
fit well in Boston
back.
too. He had the right mindset. He had kind of the right attitude. People loved him. No, go to Toronto. So yeah.
Gross. Yeah, they stink. Let's move on.
All right, Bruins. Come out of the gate last night. Last night was their first game after the whole All-Star break festivities. They laid an egg 4-1 to Calgary. And now they have the Vancouver Canucks coming to town
it's
tomorrow
typical
night.
Boston sports media when they go into want to come up with some fairy tale. But I think this was Felga last night on BST. But I think he was still exhausted from his argument with Lombardi, and then went on the show and did his thing. They said afterwards, a pre-post game, they were in the show saying that, well, the Bruins had 11-day layoff, so I wouldn't worry about it. And I'm not worried about it. But the point is, so did Calgary.
Right.
And Calgary's on the road,
Yeah.
and you're at home. Don't make a stupid statement. The statement would have been, Calgary played 2 days ago.
Right.
That's just dumb. It's lack of hustle reporting.
Yeah.
It's just gross, and it really, really, really aggravates you because the average fan goes, "Oh, good point."
Yeah.
No, the issues we talked about. Grizzlick again, complete hazard.
Yeah.
What was he
He's your-
-3 again?
Why are you on him so much? He's your favorite Bruin.
Oh my god! They let Marchand. No one went. They didn't get physical enough.
Can he play for Patrick's team?
Grizzly?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Then they didn't get physical when they needed to. Marchand took he initiated a terrible, brutal cheap shot. They never did fight that guy.
Nothing happened
They needed
there.
a big
That
time
was-
fight that guy.
That was embarrassing. I mean, your captain literally almost had his head taken off.
Yeah,
You see it?
and that's what they haven't been doing that. And they gotta get.
Coyle grabbed the guy, kinda.
Yeah.
Passed it out, kind of went
Yeah,
like this. I mean, it was bad.
And the course of the whole game, it's like that. They lay an egg. I mean, trust me, they're an interesting team. We'll just see. They had the most overachieving team I've seen in a long time with the Bruins. But hopefully we'll see. They got a big test to your
That's what I'm
point.
saying. Which it's not a big test. Coach says not a big test. So
I say you said it was a big game.
it is a big game. Big game, big test is the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they played like they did last night, they're gonna lose 6-0.
Right. But Allmark's going to be in the
But a
playoffs.
good test,
Probably.
big test tomorrow. But I can see him coming out of the gate 0-2, and then it's the second half of the season, and we'll see where they're at. Again, trade deadline. Big
I don't mind them losing tomorrow night. You want to be competitive. You want to be in the game. You want to, if the puck just doesn't go your way, it is what it is. But you can't come out like you did last night.
No,
No.
it's all about W's and L's.
Okay.
W's and L's. We lost 3-2. We didn't get Lombardi, get him an ice cream, put him in right field.
I'll buy them an ice cream if they want it. All right, fine.
Back. Just remember that time.
All right.
W's
And L's. Yes. All right. So the trade deadline for the NBA is tomorrow.
It's I thought it was Friday, no?
Tomorrow.
No. Right.
Yes, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock tomorrow. They did a trade today. They got some fill-in forward. Xavier Tillman, he's 25 years old from Memphis. We got him from Memphis. 6'7", 245.
I'm going to take Stubby's can so he doesn't keep hanging it all over the...
Oh, sorry, I didn't know it was
I'll
mine.
finish it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, move on. Continue, Doug.
And to Coach's point earlier off air, to say we got him for a bag of balls, I think is an overstatement.
Yeah.
Got him for a 2027 second round and a 2030 second round.
And some guy, Luke something, that doesn't play at all for the Celtics.
Yeah, what the hell
I
was his
forget his
name?
name, but the dude does not step on the court.
Yeah.
Not even in garbage time.
Skywalker?
Luke could be Skywalker. Yeah.
Luke.
Why did I want to say his name was Lamar? Yeah, but some nobody. I don't know. It's not enough.
It's not talk. We don't need to talk about it, to be honest, because
Well, it's just a
he's gonna have
transaction.
zero
It's a
impact.
transaction that happened today.
Yeah.
Let the public know.
There's a zero impact of them winning an NBA championship as that guy.
No, but Andre Drummond's going to be big. They're going to do it.
Well, no, if they get Drummond, coach has been saying, I get credit. We all agree with you.
I mean, you got
He's a perfect fit for
21
what they
hours
need
to
on
get
this
it done. So
They'll get it done.
Perfect fit for what they need. They need a big guy. Don't need him down the stretch, but to weather the storm and beat up on some people, bang the glass, take the pressure off Al and Porzingis. That'd be an interesting grouping. Don't just, imagine just Porzingis with Hammond.
Drummond?
I mean, that's an interesting dynamic.
Wouldn't have to go in the paint.
Yeah, it'd end up being like it'd be on the wing.
The 7-3 shooting guard.
I like that a lot.
But the other guy they were talking about, but I don't think they can pull it off because of the money, is Kelly Olynyk.
the clinic,
Yeah.
the clinic coming back.
T-Rex arms, yeah. But
Crowd favorite, just like Scalabrini was.
he's got a big salary. He makes like $8 million.
Good for him.
Yeah, so I don't know if they can pull that off.
Drummond's better for me. I want the physicality guy.
Yeah, what's his name?
That's all I need. They don't need any more
Good
finesse
contract.
guys. I need physicality when they need it against some of these guys. It's going to be interesting what happens with the Sixers, and if he's going to be able to come back after surgery at all.
Yeah, meniscus.
Yeah,
I've had two
same,
of those
maybe.
myself.
Yeah. But they're out. If he's out, they're out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, Patriots
Patriots.
have announced their coaching staff. Elliot Wolf is the de facto GM who will have final say on the 53-man roster. Scott Peters is the offensive line coach. TJ McCarthy, quarterbacks coach.
Where's Peters from? Cleveland? They're all Cleveland guys.
Yes, he played 7 years NFL, bit of a journeyman, and then he was in Cleveland from 2020 to 2023.
So that's a Van Pelt hire.
Probably.
Because he's a Cleveland guy.
They're all Cleveland guys.
Right. I think it's him.
The entire Cleveland Brown coaching staff just took a plane to New England.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, they're burying him. I mean,
Yeah, but
you're talking about, like, first of all, did you see today? They were saying that if Kraft didn't name Mayo the head coach, he would have had to buy him out like $10 million because of that contract that he had, guaranteeing him head coaching job.
I don't mind Mayo's head coach.
I don't mind Mayo either, but these guys were crapping on him. And then they were saying, you think when Mayo got the head coaching job, first thing you thought was, I got to have Alex Van Pelt? It's like, look, it's called, due diligence. You know what I mean? Like, people came and went, and it didn't work out for whatever reason. And this is, the guy, the last man standing. Whatever, so what? It's not like he's incapable of doing the job. Like, I don't like evaluating, like Maz is like, oh, coaching staff blows. It's like, how do you evaluate a coaching staff that hasn't coached one game? I don't, together. I don't understand how you can do that.
yeah, I agree with you. Plus, McAdoo has more ties to the Giants anyway.
I know. So
So it's only really from Cleveland. The defense coordinator is internal hire.
right.
You've got the special teams coach came from the Rams, and you basically have
The offensive guys
the OC and the tackle, the quarterbacks coach,
From Cleveland.
who in Cleveland, but they've been around a little bit. And Peters is, that's the one for me. The O-line's huge. The only thing I'm pissed about, we talked about this and should have been a no-brainer, change his entire staff around, and he's actually available, Eric Bieniemy. And that is an outrage to the NFL today. That guy is not a head coach.
Still jobless.
And Dummy got the from what's his name? Who was with Atlanta when the Patriots beat him in the Super Bowl?
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
You know who was that? He just took the head
He was
job.
with Dallas, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the DC.
Yeah,
I mean, he just the worst defensive effort.
Quinn.
Yeah, Dan Quinn, horrible.
Yeah.
He becomes a head coach at Washington, where Bieniemy is.
Yep.
Typical Dan Snyder move, like gross.
Snyder still the owner there?
I believe so.
I don't think he is.
He's not.
No, he sold it.
Oh, he sold it.
Yeah, he sold it.
Oh, so maybe he did. He got forced out.
He did.
But the point is that Quinn, just his last coaching performance was with Dallas in the playoffs
Late
when
night.
they couldn't stop the three of us.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
Yep.
Guy's a retread loser. And he goes in, this kid Bieniemy is still available with the tree of... Now, if you just said to Patriots, all right, put Mayo there, bring Bieniemy in as your OC and assistant head coach, you immediately change the shape of the entire organization.
Well, the word is Bieniemy is too hard on the players. That creates problems with today's player.
Good.
I'm just telling you.
Whoever said that? What the Kansas City did roll on people?
I don't know.
He didn't. I find it. He also he did a good job with
Nothing, actually.
down there. The young QB.
Yeah, the young QB, but then
Slinging Sammy Howell.
Said Sammy Howell did a pretty good job with him.
The pride of the UNC Tar Heels.
But he's a real OC. But
Well, they came out and said the same thing about Vrabel. That Vrabel will go meet with teams that
too big.
Executives didn't know how big he was physically, and they got intimidated by his size.
What is that?
He was a fucking NFL linebacker, for Christ's sakes. What do you think he's gonna be?
That was the dumbest.
What do you think Sean McVay's gonna walk in at 5'9"?
I know.
That was the dumbest spiel I've heard them say today.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
Like, come on.
And even McVay, he's not like a small guy.
Yeah, I don't know how big he is, but still, it's like...
I do think it's crazy how, I can understand Belichick, but like Vrabel's out of a job?
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Too big. He's too big for a job.
I don't understand. I feel like this year, amongst other years, there's been a lot of shuffling coaches wise. The biggest thing I will say though, Steve Belichick going to the University of Washington. How about that, huh?
Nice.
Did you buy his plane ticket out there?
The mullet goes to the West Coast.
The mullet in the house. They're in the
Big
Big
Ten.
Ten.
Yeah.
But it's going to be tough sled. They had a mass exodus once their coach left. I don't know if you saw that.
Yes.
Mass exodus into the transfer portal.
Yep.
A lot. They have like 3 starters coming back.
Panic's going.
Yeah.
They're in trouble.
Speaking of
Steve
that,
Belichick will be the chosen one.
They'll bring in like 10 lacrosse guys to help it out.
Yeah.
are we talking about any of the potential quarterbacks or draft picks?
For the Patriots?
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say this though before
No,
we get
because
to
you're
staff.
stuck on that one guy and he's a bum.
All I can say though is this before we get off the coaching staff. I think they did all right. I think at least naming Wolf, I don't mind it at all. He's young, but he's got experience. Comes from a good football line. Grow, same thing. I like him. Good young guy. I like the roles. At least they're all getting roles, and I like that. And the bottom line is, this current staff that they have right now, if you like to say it's worse than the previous staff, all right, go add up the years of either NFL coaching or NFL playing experience compared to last year's Patriots staff. So I don't care if you want to say so-and-so didn't do this, so-and-so didn't do that. Those guys are all football guys. And at least we have all football guys and not 4 football guys and then 4 lacrosse guys. And
Agreed.
Guys who have been there. I mean, you got to be, this staff, as far as football players,
Yeah.
they're football players.
I agree, but I also don't understand how it got to be that way. Like how when Robert Kraft's in his office, like, you hired who?
In Belichick, they trusted.
Like, who was that?
In Belichick, they trusted.
Like, what did he do? Oh, he
I agree.
played lacrosse at Rutgers? That's
That's
weird.
I agree with you, but they just gave him carte blanche. All right, Bill. You know, you make the call. 6 Super Bowls, 7 with the Giants. You make the call. It's your show. And then
They did, and I think they
worse
I
and
think-
worse and worse
Yeah.
and worse. And
And I
worse.
think he was a little bit. I don't care what it is. I don't think Bill wanted that controversy and stuff. I mean, Kraft. And then it just got to a tipping point. He said,
trusted him.
He said, you're a fucking owner. You know what I mean?
know.
Like,
He trusted him. He said, you know what? I made the biggest decision of my ownership career, letting Tom Brady go.
it's like the only decision. He didn't have to make a decision for 20 fucking years. Bill Belichick should coach. Tom Brady was your quarterback. Easy sailing. He didn't have to fucking do anything.
Right. So
He had to make one decision. Oh my God.
That was
Pacing back and forth with
but that was the
anxiety.
decision that he made, that he was going to trust Belichick with the whole thing, and that's why you got what you got.
But either way, no question that you get. But I don't mind what they're doing. But the key to this whole thing is to what you were just bringing up when you get into quarterbacks. But I don't care who your staff is right now. They're football guys. They're going to be fine if they have the right players.
Well, the biggest
And the
decisions
bottom
they're going to
line is
make.
it's this free agency
Yeah.
and it is this draft.
Exactly my point. The biggest decisions they're going to
I
make
don't
are
care if
before
the-
they even get on the fucking field.
3 of us could coach that team.
Well,
The bottom line is
yeah.
you need. It doesn't matter if they blow this.
boys?
They blow this draft in this free agency, then they're going to be set back for years and years and years.
So to go to your original comment, I don't know if you heard of it. Ian Rappaport was on with the guys, Felber and Mass. His point of view and kind of what he's hearing is, regardless, take the best quarterback on the board. Which I disagree with.
It depends. I mean, they're going to know beforehand in March if they get a free agent quarterback. So that'll be done before the draft.
Correct.
So
That's
they could grab
why.
a Baker Mayfield. They could grab, the guy from Minnesota.
That's why Bedard was good today. That's what he said. He said it's February. What is it? 7th.
Yeah,
He said we haven't even done free agency yet.
right.
Yeah.
Free agency is the first step to what you might be doing in the draft.
Exactly.
So if they did decide to, for whatever reason, get in the hunt for Baker, get in the hunt for Kirk Cousins, or get in the hunt for Brissett, or
Fields.
whatever.
Set.
Yeah, he's a,
Fields has been thrown out there.
no, Fields is a trade.
But that's a trade.
Right.
But no, Brissett, if you want to do a bridge quarterback and bring in a young
I
kid,
mean, I like him.
and he's going to be cheap. I'm just saying, if you go with Cousins, that's chewing up.
It's too much money. That's what he wants. He wants $40
I
million
know.
a year.
Is he going to get it though? Who knows? But the point is, his comments were absolutely right. Let them do free agency, then let's talk trades. But
Trades and draft.
yeah. But like I said, good because you're talking about quarterback.
No, if they get a free agent quarterback, then obviously you go after Harrison, right? Or you trade that pick, and they were talking about trading with Minnesota and getting Jefferson.
I think they're
I
free.
mean, would you rather have Harrison or Jefferson?
You mean Justin Jefferson?
Yeah,
Or Marvin Harrison Jr.?
right,
I mean, Justin Jefferson.
right, because he's done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the even bigger thing with that is the difference is you do that. The deal would be that you'd also get their first round.
Yeah, their first round pick, which is like 12,
But-
something like that.
Yeah, but
This is so
I'd
ridiculous.
rather free agency they focus on O-line and then do draft for quarterback and
But we
receivers.
went over it. The old line in free agency is a joke.
There's one available.
There's
That's
one
what
good
it's
guy
about.
from Dallas.
Well, you have to lock in an Edwin. Get him done. Sign him.
Win.
A win.
Yeah, get him and try to get
Then-
a dude from Dallas.
Yeah, and then go after.
That'd be great.
You get. Or that's a focus in the draft,
Yeah.
and maybe you go after the next best guy, which is fine.
Right.
I'm not sold on Cole Strange girl in there, but the right guard position for the Patriots is suspect as well. So there's nothing wrong with taking a guard as you talk as a high pick. You won't need a first round pick on that.
No.
But go get a guard, fill that.
But you realize that their position is the second pick in every single round.
That's right. It's
Which
his
is-
guys.
It's basically another first round pick.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be very busy. Like you said, depending on what happens, free agency. decide to go lineman, I mean, your phone could be ringing off the hook for people who want that fucking 3 overall pick.
You're not going to see. It's really it's a fun conversation, and they're just trying to fill time.
Well, yeah.
And we are, so I don't really like spending too much time on it because the whole Vikings thing's absolute. No clue that's
But
happening.
we will have a podcast draft night, just so you
that's
guys know.
100%.
100%. Mark it on your calendars.
These guys aren't doing anything until after the combines and deciding who's moving where. If those trades are all going to happen late up into the draft, we're talking. This is all stuff that's going to be discussed.
Yeah.
The end of March into early April before the draft and go.
Do you remember
Because if it's true, we talked about this last night.
Something to look forward to.
If it is true, Justin Fields is available. To me, that is the automatic of automatics.
Yeah.
To make
And you
that
would-
deal.
And even if you give up a second round for him, who fucking cares?
He's 6'3", 230, and runs a 4.3.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'd get there. They get your pick. You trade for him for whatever bag of balls. Who cares? Now you get Marvin Harrison. Now you're sitting there. Boom.
Yeah.
2 electric players, especially potentially very electric players, and you're sitting there with. Then go after all your other needs, and
And you're doing something. You're showing the people, hey, listen, this is what we're doing. Okay, hey, we're all in. We have a fucking mobile quarterback who can throw. We went out and got the fucking generational talent wide receiver. This is what we got. Boom.
Totally.
right.
Not Cole Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you, if Belichick was still in charge, that pick would be so far gone. They'd be picking like 23rd. They'd have like 6 third-round picks. That would be.
Oh, yeah. He'd be like, who's the best punter on the board? Let's go.
Yeah, it would be a joke.
Okay, so now, what the local sports station does not do, Bean Pot?
Bean Pot.
A little bit of Bean Pot. So
Bean
on
Pot is it's just incredible. Go ahead.
So on Monday they played Northeastern beat Harvard to OT, and then BU beat BC, and I believe they play on Monday the 12th.
Well, first thing I want to shout out is for Harvard. The goalie's name is Derek Malahy, local kid from Situate.
Ooh.
Really, I mean, unbelievable goal. He grew up, Patrick shared some time with him when they were younger on the same team. The kid went off to Shattuck St. Mary's out in Minnesota. Came back, actually finished up at Dexter. And then went to Harvard, and he's, I think he's a senior. So he's in his last year, and but I mean, it's just that alone, local talent to watch that is cool. But we were talking about BCBU. The talent on those 2 teams is just off the hook. It's the best amateur hockey in the world. Those kids, what was it? 12 kids that are drafted.
12 total. 12.
Oh, there's probably more drafted.
Yeah, it's way more drafted. 12 were on the. One of them was too young to even be drafted.
Yeah, that's right. Celebrini,
Yeah.
17 years old.
So
BU,
12
best player on the team.
12 are on the U17 World Junior team that won the world the gold medal.
It's just incredible how much talent there is. Literally, so easily attainable. Just walk in and pay whatever, $20 for a ticket, and you're literally watching the future of NHL.
I never throw this term out a lot, but I was actually talking about it at work, the super. Hockey is like the only sport that is literally the Wild West. Like if you're good at hockey, like once you hit like 14, like you just don't go to school anymore. You just play hockey.
Yeah, but you're talking about 0.5% of kids.
I understand that, but it's still like a thing. Like what other sport does that?
No, hockey's crazy. I mean, Canada has no rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just, whatever. Oh, you're good at hockey? Are you going here? You going here? You going here? You're playing fucking Worlds. You're playing Juniors. You're going to fucking.
However,
hey, I live in Massachusetts, but I'm going to high school in fucking Minnesota
No, but I'm
because they
saying-
have a great hockey team.
I disagree in a way because I understand what you're saying, but number one, I would say, and it's growing, the number of kids that end up playing, especially top tier D1 schools, and then on to the NHL, go through the privates. So these kids,
Not strictly juniors, yeah.
right? But I mean, these.
So
kids,
what's the difference?
Well, I mean, when you go in, the level of play in the private schools matches that in the junior thing, if not better, some of them. But they're getting educated. Is my point. Is so if you even the kid, the 17-year-old kid that they interviewed the other day, he's 17. They're all articulate.
Mhm.
They're all engaging. They're good guys, except for the dudes in Canada that got stuck in that sexual harassment thing. I don't know what happened there. But no, I mean they're all polished people that can speak and give an interview and at an early age. Look at Connor Bedard. I mean, talk about polished.
When your wife's not banging your teammates.
Wasn't his wife? It's his mother.
Oh, yeah, that's right. When his mother's not banging his teammates, and then the team goes and releases the teammate.
Right. There you go.
Sorry, bud. I mean, what did they think was going to happen?
Corey, what do you mean? Who's they? What are you talking about?
Like, what did the team think was going to happen? You know what I mean? Good-looking mother hanging out in the team hotel. Drinks are flowing at the bar downstairs. Like, nobody thought anything was going to happen.
She's married.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I was unaware of that fact. Apologies.
So, yeah, I didn't even know that. So, Connor Bedard's,
Mother.
who was it?
You didn't know that?
Corey Perry.
Oh,
That's why I shoved him off to Edmonton.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They released him. They didn't even get a train for him.
Yeah. It's like his first big road trip. Like, they went on like a fucking 5-game road trip and...
Ha! I didn't know that. That's so funny.
Yeah. I know.
They had,
Even though they denied.
Oh, yeah. Like Watergate.
Yeah.
But Beanpot, great hockey.
Awesome.
well, I just am aggravated, I know they're down at the Super Bowl, but nobody, it's not barely any mention of the being.
You won't hear anything
And
about
we talked about this one of our earliest podcasts.
A year ago.
Get into it. A year ago is that it's one of the number one featured events in all of sports in Boston. Huge. It's bigger than probably almost anything, unless a team is in the World Series, Stanley Cup, or there's no other thing besides a pro team that even comes close to the tradition and history and pageantry
100%.
of the Beanpot. And how many local kids, it's just tragic for those kids to not be getting more exposure, and especially when at the end of the day, so many of them you'll probably see in the NHL, and it's something that should totally, by our sports media overall and boring talk show, really spend more time and give it its due.
When or where in the entire country would you have the number 1 and the number 2 ranked team in the same city? BUBC.
I was actually just going to ask that, like, where do they rank on the national?
They flip flop.
1 and 2 was 1 and 2, and then BC. Then BC
BU was number 1.
BC swept BU this past week. Then they went to 1. BU went to 3, and now BU won last night. Held on, by the way.
What about Northeastern and Harvard?
Harvard's having a tough year. Northeastern's top 20.
Yeah.
Providence is number 10.
I think UNH is having a good year this year.
I think they're doing all right. I don't know
And
if
then what?
they're
Your
top
typicals, like your Minnesota.
No, like
Zane.
but Quinnipiac's real good.
Okay.
Quinnipiac's always good.
Yeah, we can
I'm trying to think of the teams like out west too.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Merrimack is usually a good team.
It just depends on the year. Some of them
UMass
are
Lowell is a
down.
good team. I mean,
But I haven't looked at the top 20 recently, but we can do that next week just
Yeah.
to give you an update on that.
but the local talent in
Well,
hockey.
yeah, because we're going to be moving into the postseason, so
Yeah.
it'll be fun watching the postseason hockey tournament. Like we even talked about going up and watch the
Yeah.
Final Four.
Yeah.
The
It's
Final Four of the
incredible.
Hockey East is awesome.
All right, 35 minutes. So, entertainment. I believe the biggest item on entertainment is the upcoming Super Bowl Shuffle, folks.
The stroll.
All right, let's take a quick break.
Quick break. We're back.
We're back.
All right, we're back. Just want to give a shout out to my good buddy
Wow, huh?
Brian Nolan Insurance.
How do you get one of those, huh?
Sounds like a
visit
future.
today.
Sounds like a future sponsor.
Maybe a future sponsor.
Ooh.
Yes. Gave myself and Big a nice towel, probably perfect for my golf bag.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Don't even worry about Dougie.
Dry
Don't
off
worry
the
about it.
sweat this summer and ready to go. But Coach Nolan, glad you're doing well, buddy, and we will see you soon.
Will he be a shuffle attendee? Or? No.
No, he doesn't shuffle.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway,
The shuffle, you can feel the heat already.
I know.
It's good for you. It's cold out.
Lose some weight. I like it.
Help with the control burn.
Yeah.
You can always pop the window.
Okay. So the Super Bowl Shuffle, the annual coveted Super Bowl Shuffle, will be starting Sunday at 3 p.m. sharp.
Invite only.
So what do we think? Over, under 3:30, Ricky gets to Main Street.
Oh,
Over? Okay.
what do you think?
Oh, I'll be there. I got a little more pressure on me though this year.
Why?
So we'll have the real at 3:30.
Yeah.
Wow, the real. Still no Rick, folks.
Guys, I've got the lovely Lisa and I heading up to, we're up in Salem tomorrow, Saturday night. James's baseball team, Endicott Gulls, Florida trip fundraiser, parent fundraiser is at the Salem Waterfront Hotel.
You said what? Saturday, tomorrow night?
Saturday night, so
okay.
it's good. We're gonna up Saturday, bounce around a little bit, and then head to the fundraiser, and then bounce around some more, and then so yeah, I'll be coming in hot.
I would say, so you're gonna come in all
So he's
banged
gonna
up
wake up on Sunday.
at 1?
That's the thing.
Noon?
Like, we're gonna be there at 3:30. Like I can walk here from there and be on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my goal is I'll be out of there. I'll be out of there by 11. Home by 12:30. Got to do some stuff. Get prepped for. I have to host in the game after too, so I got to have things prepped, and then I'm over there ready to roll.
Well, you got all day Saturday to prep for the.
I don't. I'm heading out of here. Gotta get out.
What
Food,
time?
You can't prep food on Saturday for Sunday.
Yeah, you can.
We're gonna keep
Well,
it simple for Sunday.
your time is shortened when you wake up at noon.
Right.
So your window is just really
We didn't
condensed.
talk about this. I want to get you in a different routine. There's so much more you can do.
Not a chance.
I mean,
Well,
but the thing is, so let's talk about this.
Alright.
Your late night, right? After midnight. Anything that happens after midnight is literally wasted time for you. Wasted time. Those hours you could recoup in the daytime and be productive.
I know. I don't do that during the week.
What?
What time do you
I don't get up at 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning like Dougie. Today I had a virtual meeting at 9:30, so I get up.
Today.
You know? Yeah, I usually get up about 9. It depends what I have. But typically during the week I get up at about 9:30, 10 o'clock. My routine.
What time do you go to bed?
Midnight, 1.
So you're still crushing 9 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know what my body would do with that 9 hours of sleep.
But I'm gonna have
I'm like a
to.
6 hour.
No, I.
But the
I
weekend,
subscribe to 9 hours.
but the weekends is different. You know, you have fun and sleep in. Lisa likes to sleep in, and then.
Don't blame it on Lisa.
I'm blaming it
Don't
on
blame Lisa, the lovely
I
Lisa.
know.
And Lisa likes to sleep in.
We'll be
you know,
back.
so
I
that's-
gotta decide the chow for Sunday here. So I'm debating if I get stuff again, like I did for the AFC Championship games. Doug was on Family Day.
I know.
That's okay. But now he's back in the game.
Family
He's
Day.
back in the game for the Super Bowl.
Listen, the Super Bowl
If I
Shuffle has
stop
been
and get-
on the calendar.
So I might just
okay?
on the way back grab some like North Shore, pizza and calzones
Okay.
and stuff and fire it up.
Is something on fire right now?
No.
Okay.
But so yeah,
Burn off some
but the
stuff,
Super
yeah.
Bowl Shuffle, people you have to understand, is always ended at the Galway
Always.
for years.
Yes.
And I originally started the Shuffle when I was living on the North Shore, and the North Shore is so different than Plymouth that you go to like 4 different towns between Somerville, Malden, Everett, and you had a hit. There just aren't as many dive bars in Plymouth anymore compared to what it used to,
Right.
compared to the North Shore. So it was strictly dive bars. You couldn't go to anything but a legit
Dive
Star Wars dive bar. So when I
Star
first
Wars.
moved here, we had TK's, which
Yeah.
is the old KK.
KK, yeah.
So that was an
a
awesome dive bar.
That was a dive bar.
So that's how we brought it back. And it started there and ended up at the Galway. And back then was TK O'Malley's. No, what was the other place downtown?
The O'Toole's.
O'Toole's, yeah, you know.
Yeah, O'Toole's.
So
that
you
was-
can throw
All the Irish names.
yeah,
Oh,
you can throw it in.
O'Toole's, O'Malley's.
See you on the way back, and it was fun. But so I'm looking forward to it. We should have a good crowd.
Jimmy?
Jimmy will not do the crawl.
He won't shuffle. He'll
He's
be
done the
here.
crawl.
He'll be here.
He's done the crawl.
No, I don't think so.
I remember him.
No,
maybe it
I
was
think
the
I
crawl.
think 6:30 he'll be sitting right in there.
No, we always had everything prepped at the house.
Okay.
Even when we did the reverse crawl to White Cliffs, which was phenomenal in a snowstorm.
That wasn't a snowstorm.
Jimmy
that was
all
a
set, ready to
blizzard.
go.
That thing. We made it to Maine's and the Galway.
Monte Cristo's.
The Monte Cristos to get the food. Played. I think I played. There's Keno there.
Oh yeah.
I think I played a thing of Keno, and then we made it to White Cliffs. April was on that one.
Yeah.
She's like, "Are we real?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, we're going, babe."
But yeah, well,
Truck
you'll
and driving.
see it live. You'll see it live. It's one of the great events in history, especially when the Patriots were in the Super Bowl. Then it was out of control.
Oh, maybe in a couple years.
Yeah.
That's right.
I will be definitely in Florida by then, and I probably will be collecting Social Security. So that's the next time that Steve will ever be at a Super Bowl. Mark my words. But let's move on.
But it is good. So the 4-stop schedule for right now is we're going to start. This is downtown Plymouth, Massachusetts, folks, because I know our reach goes, to all countries. Downtown
Hey,
Plymouth,
we get
Massachusetts.
people coming in from out of town. Guess who's showing coming?
Who? I don't know. I didn't get the memo.
Leno's coming.
Leno.
You didn't meet Leno.
You didn't meet him,
No,
huh?
on Family Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on Family Day. All right.
So we got Leno coming. We might have a few other out of towners. DJ might pop for a little bit.
Oh, that'd be good.
From the skit, we
I'll
got
have
a
to give
few
him,
people
I'll
coming in.
have to coach DJ up.
What about a couple? What about a couple OGs like a Costello? What a
Oh,
Costello?
he'll be there. He asked me the other day. He said, "Did you get the text from Rick?" I said, "Did I get the text from Rick?"
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I originated the text from Rick.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting
Like you
crowd.
said, maybe we can get like a Jordan out or
Stevie
something.
Rich is
That would be good.
That would be good.
Stevie Rich is
I'd like
in.
to. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Another country bird. Another
Yeah.
intro. Jordan.
No offense, Shorty, but I'd say that's an El Zippo.
Come on, Jordan.
Ooh, I might have to cut that clip and send it
Send
to
it to him.
him. Hey, listen, just so all the millions of viewers saw it, El Zippo Chanso.
Why?
So Main Street, and then we're gonna do Speedwell, Martinis, and then finish it up at the Cash Only Galway,
That's right.
Very nice.
and then back to Ricky's condo for the actual festivities.
So, buy your squares.
And I told Ricky earlier, there's like a 90% chance Dougie's got no school, all schools Monday.
Well, not only that, but Dougie, we gotta figure out how much is in my kitty with you, and we're gonna get some bets going.
All
I
right.
think you're like $100 bucks, $125. That sounds
it?
about right.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, because you lost on Detroit.
But all right.
You got greedy.
No, that game was won.
Alright. You didn't read the scripts.
Yeah. Crazy.
So any more entertainment? Anybody got anything going on?
No, I'm just excited for a little trip on Saturday. Get up there. Where if you haven't been to Salem, Massachusetts,
Only during
You gotta
holiday
go.
time.
Oh, I got some
Anytime.
entertainment news. Not for me, but for Kaylee, my daughter Kaylee, who is the second administrator to the Instagram site.
I always get your daughters mixed up.
Kaylee's my youngest.
That still doesn't. It's
Andy's the one with
before I
JT.
forget, wait a second. I'll let you go to that in a second. Before I
Andy's in
forget, though,
Connecticut.
Yeah.
Okay.
just remember we had JT on the show.
JT.
Yes.
Oh no, you can't do this. I don't think you can do this.
I have to do it.
I don't think you can do
Come
it.
on, what are you talking
Well, we'll
about?
just.
no.
This is what we'll say.
Oh no.
This is what we'll say. I'm
What
gonna.
was JT's nickname?
I'm gonna.
I gave it
JT
to-
the Mud.
JT the butt.
Mutt.
So I'm gonna tee it up, but we're gonna go soft, okay?
No.
Come on, no,
I'm
it's
just-
nothing to do with you.
I have no idea what's about to
It's
happen.
my daughter.
I am just only my
No, no.
observation.
I understand your observation, but I want to tee it up. Let me tee it up a little bit.
Okay.
JT the Mutt, God love him. I hope to call him JT, my future son-in-law someday.
Oh.
He's a really good dude.
Okay.
With that said,
Oh no.
if that's going to be the road that happens,
Well, I was told
Is this?
and I saw some video.
No.
No. That, you know, we kind of busted the nut, the butts balls a little bit when he was on about the whole thing. Guess where they were last weekend? What's the most romantic place on earth to propose, if you could pick it?
What's one of them?
Don't, no. it's-
Romantic
no,
place on
the
earth?
most famously romantic place on earth, from the movies, etc., to propose.
Wow, I'm going
For years and years. Forget when people did it on a beach in Aruba or some bullshit. When it were people were men.
Did she get engaged?
No.
Oh.
All right, you know, top of the Empire State Building.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're another dummy that's too young. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like one of the most famous movie scene places of all time for that. Like, women, like, if you ever told a woman you're close to engagement, we're gonna go to the top of the Empire State Building, see New York, it's on.
Yeah.
So JT, I know you guys weren't even thinking that.
So what
'cause
was
you're
so what was GT supposed to
I-
hey, we can't go up there because I'm not proposing to you, so.
No. What I was kidding. What I'm saying is, he's like you. You're a dummy. Young generation dummies don't appreciate the absolute romance of
He
the
means it
top
affectionately.
of the top of the Empire State Building. That's why JT blew it. He didn't even know Barry blew it. Like, if you in our generation did that, you were ready to go.
That's the first thing I
You
said.
wouldn't even go. You'd go over to the Statue of Liberty. Don't pretend the elevator broke down. Do not go up there, whatever you do. Take a walk
I
to
just like
Central
Family
Park.
Day. Don't even ask
But
me.
whatever you do not say, if you're not ready to pull the trigger at this point, do not go there. You
True.
would, in our day, you'd get thrown off probably. Hong Kong would show up, pick you up, and throw you in
King
the
Kong.
street.
Hong Kong's his Chinese brother.
King Kong would come in and throw you right off the ledge. There'd be the planes, those weird planes coming in.
Yeah.
That's probably a real right there. That's a real
That's
right
a
there.
real.
All right.
Yeah.
So JT, if you do go there next time,
Oh man.
get it done.
JT, take your time, brother. I love you. Whatever you gotta do, whenever it's good for you. You know, you have my blessing, but do what's good for you. Love you. Andy, you're the best.
I'll give you a pass just because of the fact that we get into top three. You guys won't even know any of the shows Coach and I said.
Nope, no chance.
Top three sitcoms. Anything good for you? What did you do? Anything good?
Oh, I didn't get into the entertainment I was gonna say.
No, I've been working like a bastard the past 2 weeks. I wanted to go to Gillis with you guys, and then like something came up at work. I ended up having to work in a fucking double and just.
So when you work a double, do you have to get up the next morning and go to work too?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. So it's like, so I'll get up like 3:30, 3:45, drive in, work from like 6 to 1:30, and then I'll have like 3 hours or so, but it's like not enough to drive from Boston all the way fucking back. So I usually go and eat at my spot, like in the Seaport, Tony C's.
Yeah.
I usually go and eat there, get a bite to eat, and then go to the other job site.
Where do you put your truck?
Just park it around the street. The street parking. It's all like a ton of construction workers are there, so after like 1:30, 2 o'clock, spots open up. Go pull in, park, go eat.
Wow. No nap.
If I get out from the first job early enough, I can get over to Tony C's. I can get, something in my stomach and then go and, park the van in maybe, 45 minutes or so.
Wow. So anyway, Kaylee, the number 2 administrator on the Instagram account for Big and Small, which by the way, she set up an ad.
Which I'm hoping she becomes number 1. It's going to be a lot of work.
She can become a number 1.
All right.
Not only that, but we can talk about creating the podcast too. Maybe take that off your plate too. Very good. But anyway, she's going to. Remember I saw Timmy Norris last Friday at East Bay? She's going to his condo with it. She's good friends with his daughter Ruby. They're going up there on Friday, and she's going to ski for the first time ever in her entire life on Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
So my fingers are crossed there because
Ski or snowboard?
ski.
You never took your kids skiing?
No, it was a hockey tournament. I mean, it was busy.
Neither girl played hockey.
They didn't get to learn fucking pizza and french fries?
They asked, I said no. Now,
Is Timmy gonna be up there?
I don't know,
No.
I don't know.
We should send Timmy a text if he wants to meet on the stroll if he's in town. Maybe
Yeah.
we should get Buzz bigger.
Yeah.
Because you're a good
But anyway,
I'm hoping Baby Cole goes on the stroll. Not all stops, but
give him some headphones, it'll be good.
something.
Yeah.
Baby Cole comes out.
Anyway, I wish her luck, I wish her luck.
Old trickle.
Well, I'll report next week on how it goes.
All right, good. Good luck. Learn this.
Yes.
Snowplow.
You
Pizza.
gotta learn the pizza. That's all you gotta learn. You're fine. Pizza.
Simple.
Pizza.
So getting into top 3. What are we doing for top 3?
Oh, we're doing sitcom because,
Sitcom part 3.
no, part 2, isn't it? Oh, it is part 3. Oh, but part 2 got kind of cut off.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I know, but I don't worry about what I said. I don't remember what I said.
There was only one. There was only one that was said. You can do a repeat. Eat and repeat. Same rules.
No Seinfeld.
No friends.
No Seinfeld. No Friends. Oh wait, no. It'll be the sitcoms part 2.
No, we did. Oh, you're right. This is part 2.
Yeah. Sitcoms part 2.
Yeah, part
Because we
2.
did 2 best like sports nicknames.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I did The Office, Married with Children, and Frasier.
Should have gone back to those because nobody knew that.
Yeah, well. Okay. So
So we have not done this.
No, there was only one. Last week, the only thing that came out on the podcast was me saying All in the Family.
yes.
And then you went into the satire and everything of it.
Yes.
Right, but my point is, that was
Yes,
never
yeah.
recorded.
Well,
That's the only one that was said.
some kind of technical difficulty happened, so you can
Start
pretend
from
like
scratch.
pretend like you can start from scratch.
Right. So with that, I'm going to come out of the gate with one of my all-time favorites, Barney Miller.
Oh.
Barney Miller. Barney Miller was great. It was a show about a detective group in New York, and it was hysterical. They had every nationality you could imagine. It was hysterical. And, you know, remember that Wojciechowski? Wojo? The Polish guy?
Yeah,
Harris was the black guy.
yeah,
Fish was the Jewish guy.
yeah.
Barney Miller, I think, is Jewish too. And then the Chinese guy, I forget his name. I just remember the one where he got stoned because they brought in the
Who played Barney Miller?
who played Barney Miller. I can picture his face. Like,
That was a classic, no doubt about it.
yeah.
I'll go right into.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, Barney. Hal Linden.
Alan.
Al Linden,
Yeah.
yes.
Who's the guy right there? Jack Sue. Jack Sue. What was his character?
Nick Yamana.
Nick. That's right. Nick Yamada. Harris brought in pot brownies. They didn't know they were pot brownies. So the entire staff was completely stoned. And I guess mushy mushy means something in Chinese, I'm not sure. That's all he kept saying. Mushy mushy. Hysterical.
Well, I'm going to go with one of my all-time favorites, well known as Good Times.
Excellent call.
Jimmy Walker.
Kid Dynamite.
Kid Dynamite.
You have no idea what we're talking about.
Now, I know we should say it, but his sister, I forget her name, but the daughter, one of the most attractive women
Huh.
you'll ever see. And who's the mother? Flo
Florida.
came from what show?
All in the Family. Actually, she might have come from the Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons.
Jeffersons.
Very good. That show's unbelievable show. Great
Yeah.
show. Now listen.
I liked Family Matters.
Great call. Great call.
Steve Urkel.
Urkel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of that. I know what you're talking about. I'll give that about it. I don't know. I got it right there.
Oh, it was in there on the left.
So you and Coach both did ABC C picks so far.
Bonnie Miller's a C pick.
had sequels. In all time sitcoms?
All right, then I'm gonna go back to one from last week that wasn't
Yeah, well, you
wasn't
said
said.
we didn't have last week.
Taxi.
Yes, now that's a sitcom.
Taxi is a sitcom.
There you go. Guys That Living to This Day is famous.
Jim Ignatowski. Oh, Danny DeVito.
Yes.
Yes.
Unbelievable. That's a Ian. Yeah, that's a really good one. Let's see. I'm gonna go. I think Dougie wants to use this one, but I did always enjoy watching it.
What?
So I'm gonna bust his chops. So, Married with Children.
Love it.
Great
Love
show.
Al Bundy.
Great show.
Al Bundy.
Awesome show.
Christina
Applegate. Yeah. Tragic.
And what's the mother's name? She was
Oh, her name was Peg on the show.
Peggy was the show was awesome. Then she was in Sons of Anarchy. She was awesome in that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Great show, but that's considered drama.
Oh, definitely.
What the fuck was her name on Sons of Anarchy? Jax's mom.
Jazz is my badass.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
What?
Really?
I did not watch Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, you gotta watch
I
that.
think
show
Daddy
is
did.
awesome.
LPP did.
Yeah,
Good
you
one
should-
show. There's a couple tough scenes in it, but good show.
That's a good Netflix thing to watch for you. That if you see, did you watch Friday Night Lights?
Yeah. Riggins.
Yep.
That and but guy, what do you think?
He's doing the computer.
Well, I'm trying to think because like there's shows that like I've actually watched and there's shows that I know that are like the greatest of all time. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I like Modern Family.
I like Modern Family a lot.
Awesome.
You like it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Al Bundy's in it.
Al Bundy's in it.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely one of
I
the
just think it's hilarious.
It is great.
most attractive women of all time.
Sophia?
Oh,
Yeah?
yeah?
Of all time?
All time.
Definitely.
Of all time?
Why, what would you rate?
I like both.
Oh my god.
But see, it's different though, because like I had like all like my childhood crushes and everything. Like,
Have you
My
seen
childhood
her
crush.
in all her movies, like El Jebe and stuff? I mean, it's ridiculous.
yeah.
All right.
I think you meant to say El Jefe. But anyway,
El Jefe. No,